What's up, everybody? I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 12 of Forgotten Favorites, the return of Forgotten Favorites. We haven't forgotten about the favorites, the obscure, underrated, undiscovered gems from the past and maybe not so distant past. Albums that are forgotten or never discovered by most people. Maybe they put it on a really small label, or maybe it was an obscure solo album from a somewhat notable person, or maybe just an indie release or something privately released, whatever it might be. These are these kind of little gems from the vaults that the vast majority, the mainstream, never had a chance to check out. We're revisiting them this month. They're forgotten or never discovered by most, but to us, they're still kind of favorites, right? So this particular release today, this is the first album from this band, led by a really, really seriously good musician. They released 2 albums as this band, and then he has since then just done mainly solo stuff. The band is called Backdoor Slam. Roll Away is the name of the album. For all of you kind of blues and blues rock fans, this will be for you. This was released June 18th, 2007, over in the UK, and here in the States, July 1st, 2007, on Blix Street Records, produced by Dave Armstrong. So who is Backdoor Slam, or who were Backdoor Slam? Well, this is basically the band put together by, at the time, pretty young dude at the time, Davey Knowles on guitars, vocals, mandolin, all sorts of stringed instruments. He is, this band actually is from the Isle of Man, so I guess when you're from the Isle of Man, they call you a Manx, right? If you're from the United States of America, you're called an American, right? If you're from Britain, you're called a Brit. If you're from the Isle of Man, you're called a Manx. I never knew that, so you learn something new every day. We've got Ross Doyle on drums and Adam Jones on bass. There they are there. So Davey is like I said, at the time, pretty much looked at as a guitar and vocal prodigy back when this album was first released. I don't even think he's quite 40 yet. But back then, a young kid who discovered guitar playing for the first time, hearing Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits, and he became an instant Mark Knopfler fan. And then shortly after that, he got turned on to the music of Rory Gallagher, and things were never the same. In fact, if you look at a lot of early pictures of him, he's playing a beat-up brown Strat just like Rory used to, and he's got that that's kind of his style, right? He plays that sort of. If you like Rory Gallagher, I think you'll really dig his music, and specifically this first album of Backdoor Slam. This is just that kind of blues rock, right? Blues and blues rock. You get some kind of more folky country blues tracks on here, some of the more electric stuff. There's some good hooks and things all throughout this album. I think it's a really strong album with some really, really tasty playing. There's some Celtic elements as well. Obviously knowing where he's from, that's not all that surprising. But some really good tracks on here. You got Come Home, Heavy on My Mind, which is really good. Outside Woman Blues, that's a cover, very, very well done, I will add. Really, really good. His guitar playing is just sensational on here and on the whole album. And I think he's a really good singer as well. Gotta Leave, Stay is a more mellow song. Too Late is just absolutely ripping. Really good. Takes a Real Man, It'll All Come Around. It's got some great guitar playing, good groove to that song. Too Good for Me, Roll Away, and then you get a bonus track on the CD, which is called Real Man, which is also a really good track. So yeah, it's a really strong record. It's just a shame that this band didn't kind of continue on. I also think, so if you like Rory Gallagher, if you like maybe earlier period Joe Bonamassa, like some of Joe's earlier albums, not so much the more recent albums, which are like really, largely produced with big band and all that. This is more kind of power trio stuff, but much like the early Joe Bonamassa, much like Rory Gallagher, that sort of thing. So really good guitar player. Really good guitar player. I'm getting on this album mostly Stratocaster tones, but I know if you look at some recent photographs of him playing live, he's playing some Paul Reed Smith guitars now, but I think back then he was mainly doing Strats. So, this is really strong stuff. Again, if you like that kind of blues rock thing, more contemporary blues rock, I think you'll really dig this album, but fairly unknown band. I'm surprised he's not more well-known. Like I said, they did release a second album, but by that point in time, it was like Davey Knowles and Backdoor Slam, not just as the band. And then I think right after that album, he just decided to go and do solo from then on in. And I don't know like what he's done of late. I haven't followed any of his more recent stuff, but I remember back in the day, this was a really cool release, and I've enjoyed it ever since. So if you haven't checked it out, just do a little quick search here on YouTube, Backdoor Slam, Roll Away. That is the name of the album. I think you'll like it if you like this sort of thing. If you like blues rock guitar players, very melodic stuff, check it out. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page. I guess I'm showing off the UK Connection shirt once again. Very, very cool. You can get this, Hudson Valley Square shirts, in the Prague seat, all sorts of other designs and things like that. So go check them out. There's lots to see on the SOT merch page. Go out and wear them proudly. Got hats and caps and hoodies and things like that. All sorts of fun stuff. And go spread the word out there in the wild. And happy Mother's Day, everybody. For all you mothers out there, or for those who have mothers, wives who are mothers who are mothers, maybe you've got kids who are mothers, all that sort of thing. Hope you have a good day spending it with all of them. And please do wish all of them a happy Mother's Day from myself. And we'll see you tomorrow. Actually, we'll see you in a little bit, right before tomorrow comes. We've got a little bit of business. We're going to do ranking the albums in just a little while. Ranking the catalog of the killer German-Swedish band Lucifer. They play a wonderful mix of doom, 60s psychedelic garage rock, pop, and 70s hard and heavy rock, right? All those elements combined. It's metal, it's hard rock, it's psych, it's pop, it's occult. It's just very, very cool stuff with Johanna Sedanis, one of the great female singers going today. So great guitar work, great songs, groovy stuff, heavy stuff, doomy stuff. It's everything mixed together. Wonderful band. 5 albums. I'm ranking them in just a little while, so we'll see you there. Tomorrow, of course, we'll kick off the work week with the Hudson Valley Squares. We're going to do a wrap-up show. Most of us on the Squares have been out seeing the Saxon Uriah Heep and Queensryche Armored Saint bills, right, in various locations around the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. We haven't all gone to the same shows. We've been going to see them where we can, so we're going to kind of all get together tomorrow night and talk about the shows that we went to, how they compared to each other, and what we thought of them. So it's gig review night on the Squares. Join us. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.